Stop trying to prove your worth in order to be loved. Hello, I'm Emilia, psychotherapist and founder of the Healthy Story Project, and today we'll talk about anxious attachment. People with anxious attachment usually grew up in a home where they had a lot of warmth and care, and their needs were being met, but then the caregiver had to go away and they felt abandoned. Usually, this happens in households where parents need to work a lot, so when they're there at home, they do give their best to their children, but since they work so much, they don't have enough time for the children, and children spend a lot of time in kindergarten or with the grandparents, and they feel abandoned. Or sometimes when parents separate and only one of the parents takes care of the child, this can happen as well. But generally, there is warmth, there is a lot of attention from one parent or both, but still for the child, it is not enough. So it's getting quite anxious and clingy because it is scared that love and care will be taken away soon. In John Bowlby's experiment with children regarding the attachment styles, children who were estimated to have anxious attachment style, when they were put in a room with their mother and a lot of toys, they would be very cautious, like they would stay with the mom. Then maybe some of them would explore a little bit, maybe play a little bit, but they will constantly have a look where their mom is. And the moment the mom left the room, they abandoned all play. They were just banging on the door as much as they can and crying and couldn't calm down. Also, the assistant who was in the room with them, they couldn't calm them down. The child was really focused on their mom coming back and was really distressed from the whole situation. And when the mom came back, they were still crying, they were still distressed. They would calm down a little bit, but they wouldn't keep playing. They would just cling on to their mom and don't let her go at all. With adults, anxious attachment style looks similar. There is a lot of focus on their partner. He is or she the center of their life, and they expect the partner to meet all their needs, the way their mom was meeting all their needs when they were children. Anxious attachment can be both found in females and in males as well. Usually I use female as an example because often females are the one contacting and looking for help about their relationships. What happens in the relationship with anxious attachment style is that the person with this attachment style doesn't feel they deserve to be loved, is scared that love will be taken away, so they start giving, trying to guess what the other person needs, trying to um, fulfill those needs without being asked, trying to help without being asked. They give a lot of gifts, so they are overly focused on their partner or the person they're dating, without realizing that when someone didn't ask for help and they help them nevertheless, sometimes the other person is not really happy for being helped in this way and can react with anger, or get upset, or don't want to be close to them anymore, and they wonder, oh, what did I do wrong? I just wanted to help. When you help someone who didn't ask for it, you need to take into consideration that the reaction might not be gratitude at the end. What happens in relationship is that they tend to abandon themselves. They don't take care of their own needs. They stop going out with friends. They stop doing their hobbies. They clear out their schedule in order to have more time for their partner or potential partner, and they get really unhappy when they see that the partner keeps going out with their friends or keeps pursuing their hobbies or keeps taking care of themselves, and they don't pay enough attention. The thing is, as grown-ups, it's important to know that it's not only one person who should fulfill our needs. So the strategy to abandon everything else in your life, stop taking care of yourself and focus entirely on one person is not working well. It contributes exactly to this um, anxiousness. It feeds the anxiousness because when you make someone else the center of your whole world, of course you get extremely panicky and anxious when it seems they're pulling away because this is the only thing you have in your life. So this automatic reaction to put their partner in the center of their own life, this is what at the end of the day feeds the anxiousness, and it's counterproductive for them. Exactly because of this tendency, people with anxious attachment tend to go into codependent relationships. It can be that they find a partner who is very self-secure, what they want, takes decision, and the person with anxious attachment kind of delegates their whole responsibility to the partner for the partner to tell them what to do, take decisions for them, and so on. Or they can also enter a relationship where they take the caregiver role, where it's someone who cannot take care of themselves, someone with addictions or other mental problems, or generally a person who is quite lost in their life. So people with anxious attachment do tend to be attracted to such people, take a lot of responsibility, start managing their lives, but this is not working well because those are not relationships between two adults. It's this dynamic between, it feels like between parent and child. It's not two adults creating something together. It's either the person with anxious attachment goes into the position of a child and expects that the other person will take care of them and carry the responsibility for them, or the anxiously attached person goes into the position of a parent and keeps taking responsibility for the partner. So it's this dynamic or this dynamic. It's not like this. It's not two adults working together and supporting each other. What's important for people with anxious attachment is first to realize that they abandon themselves in relationships. So it's not the other person abandoning them, it's them themselves tend to abandon themselves in a relationship first. It will feel counterintuitive to them. It is very important to keep having a life even when you are in a relationship. To keep having your friendships, keep having your hobbies, keep having your interests, keep taking care of yourself, and not put so much effort and energy into the partner. The partner also needs attention and care and time together. The relationship needs attention and care as well. It's not a matter of going to the other extreme where I don't care about you, I'm not doing anything for you. It's a matter of balance, but still, since anxious attached people tend to go to the extreme of not taking care of themselves at all and overly giving to the other person, it's good to learn to pull back a bit, to keep doing sports, keep meeting your friends, keep getting your needs met from other people as well, because we have different needs for connection, different needs for conversations, different interests as well. So it's not realistic to expect only the partner to fulfill all of those needs. It's important to have your social circle, your friends as well, your interests, your hobbies. The other important thing about people with anxious attachment style is regulating their own emotions. Usually, they are connected to their emotions. They can feel when they're sad or when they're angry, but it's very difficult for them. They don't know what to do with those emotions. So usually the automatic reaction is to reach out to the partner in order to calm down. They expect the partner to regulate their emotions. Co-regulating each other's emotions, it's a natural part of relationship. However, it shouldn't be 100% of the time. As adults, we are absolutely capable of sitting with our own emotions and regulating them, and this should be done around 70% of the time. 30% co-regulating with someone else, all right, but at least 70% of the time you should be able to sit with your own emotions and regulate them, and it is a very important skill for people with anxious attachment to learn. The other thing is that anxiously attached people, they constantly try to guess what the other person needs, and they try to do it for them without being asked, and then they expect the same thing in return. But the truth is, no one reads minds, and no one can guess what you need or what you want. And it is not true that if they love me, they should know. No, we are all human. We don't read other people's minds. So it's important for anxiously attached people to learn to communicate directly. So if they need help with something, if they want something, to communicate it with their partner in a respectful way, but direct way, and not waiting for the other person to guess it. Otherwise, they can become really dissatisfied with the relationship. They can explode all of a sudden because they waited for 2 months for the other person to get the idea to do something for them, and they didn't. So it is important to communicate directly, straight away, when something isn't working well, or there are needs that they have that uh, they would like the other person to help them with, or to do something for them. So that's a crucial part, because here again we project the role of a parent. We project this expectation as if the partner is our mom, because mom is expected to know when the baby cries what it needs. Does it need milk? Does it need a hug? Is it too warm? Is it too cold? And mom did that, but grown-up people, they're not our moms, so we shouldn't expect them to know automatically what we need. We need to learn how to communicate this in a proper way. Also, what's important for anxiously attached people is to stop bending over backwards for other people, because they see this in a way, if I do enough for you, if I take care enough, if I um, give you enough gifts, you will give me back. But there is no explicit contract about it, and often they give, 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 give. They don't communicate clearly, I'll give you this, but I want you to give me that. So there is no agreement on that. So they give too much on their own expenses. So often they stop giving to themselves in order to give to the other person. And when the other person doesn't give them back in a way that they expect, they can ruin the relationship, because all of a sudden they just explode, and then the other person cannot figure out where did this come from. I haven't asked you to do this, that, and the other thing for me. You did it freely, and now all of a sudden you explode because I cannot do this specific thing for you. So it is important to give only so much as to not go into this stress yourself. So don't give above your capacity. That's extremely important for people with anxious attachment style to learn, because it's not it's not needed in the relationship. It shouldn't be at their expense, and also the other person should be allowed to estimate whether they want to do something or not, because they're not obliged. So if they say no, I'm sorry, I cannot pick you from the airport, it's their right to say so, and not uh, react like, I've done this for you. How come you won't come pick me up from the airport? They can't. It's fine. There are other options, but that's why it's important to give to yourself as well, and not overly give to the other person, so that you have the space and capacity to take care of yourself in this scenario as well, where the partner says no to something. That's part of relationships as well. If you are unsure which attachment style you have, you can have a look at this video next.